Greetings, people of kleptocracy. As of today, the TCP, known as the Cruist Party, has launched political attacks against Reform MC and their party and the presidency. So we will respond to these claims with honesty, transparency, respect, and facts. First of all, Lemon Shark has brought up the fifth election fraud claim from Reform. If you don't know, during the fifth election, Reform MC called out the TCP for making backdoor deals with three parties, the APC, Reform, and the now defunct MSI, to ensure a second place victory to cock-block the SSI from getting in power. On paper, this deal would put Reform in first, TCP in second, and SSI in third. We backed out from this deal, so did the MSI and the APC. A member of the APC did some math and realized that the plan is really one-sided for the TCP, and here's why. So with this screenshot, you can see that fuck, wrong screenshot. Fuck. One sec. That's embarrassing. But you know, let me get it real quick. So, this screenshot is used for later. So like, yeah, we're both embarrassing for TCP. But as you see, this screenshot. This screenshot shows that if APC is in the plan, there will be 15 or 16 votes to Lemon, 1 away from winning, 2 toss-ups, and 14 for me, leader of Reform MC. So why is this important? Well, it's simple. This plan was orchestrated to make sure the TCP could potentially steal the election if it gains independent voting. Now, obviously, this did not happen because, frankly, the 2 toss-up voters did not like the TCP because of their ultra-competitive election performance of just shitting on everybody but providing no real election plans. Their election plans are like dominoes. We are for the server, we'll vote for what the server wants, but with Gale in the party, obviously not. So yeah, they had no policy and no competitiveness in the second round because he got eliminated in the first round. This plan was to ensure they got second place, but they got last, so don't trust them for deals, I guess. So yeah, this plan, if we went to their expectations, they would have beat Reform in the election, got first, but if worst case scenario for them, they would get second and beat the SSI. And this is what I want to bring up. They wanted to cock block the SSI for getting second. If you don't know the SSI, they're in the election since the second election, and got second place in every election. This is funny, because, well, listen, I respect the SSI, and they have really strong and powerful members, but they never really fared well with voters outside their party. So, their biggest chance of winning was in the fourth election, where Atlas tied with me in the second round, and I just narrowly managed to win the, like, 1 vote in the third round. So that is the closest way. That is the closest SSI has ever gotten to victory. But SSI has always been second place every election. The TCP wants to send a message to the SSI by getting them to be third place. So of course they made the deal with the APC, Reform, and now defunct MSI to ensure they get third and get second for TCP. But the deal had many faults which would actually lead them to a first place victory if it went right. Now, think of this in my perspective. We don't know who would vote who at the time, so we played it safe. We stopped the deal to make sure that the TCP did not steal the election by like utilizing these deals, and we won. Even if we did not take this deal, we probably still would have won in retrospect because, like, if you look at the current independents and the other parties, especially the APC, who voted overwhelmingly against the TCP, even when the alliance was still a thing, they do not like the TCP. Lemon is not a bad leader. I like Lemon. Lemon's a cool person. But in terms of the policies, they're not only very limited, not really known, but the debate performances aren't the best. They're just more attacks with no fucking policies. So, like, while the SSI APC did falter during the debate, Reform really shined because we actually gave our policy platforms. So yeah, that's why the TCP did not really fare well in last election. So, then we won with 68.75% of the vote. That's a lot of a vote. That's over 2/3, by the way. And then they try to impeach me. Why? Because I like fiddleheads. I beat the TCP action, and because I want to run for a third term, even though I don't, because I already said I'm taking a fucking break after this shit. So they made a bullshit. They made a bullshit impeachment bill, and you know they're fucking serious on this shit. But Lemon didn't even like this bill. Lemon did not like this impeachment bill because it made the TCP look bad. You know, I won fair and square, and the TCP wanted to impeach me, but Lemon, the leader of the TCP, didn't even want to impeach me, which is really funny. So this was a Gale exclusive bill. How do I know? Because look at this. This was a message from a private chat, private thread, which Gale told me to forward this to the news channel. And it says, 2 leaders, side side Pentagonal Gem, Titan, Lemon. I, Gale, overstepped my role in my party by bringing forward the impeachment act against Pentagonal, directing Schiff to claim Pentagonal committed election fraud. Wait a second. Let me check the video that the SSI, the TCP made. TCP, 5th election fraud Wait, 5th election fraud? But and directing Schiff to claim Pentagonal committed election fraud. Huh? Wait, you just fucked up. Anyways, continuing. My leader does not approve of my actions and thinks I am disgusting the dissing the usage of the word fellas. Exactly, like why would you diss the word fellas, am I right? I'll be taken back. And I'll be taken out back and put down like a dot. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? The coolest party does not believe Pentagonal stole the election. It does not support impeachment. Well, thank you. I hope you keep this fucking behavior after this threatened lawsuit. Oh wait, I'll get to that next. Fuck, I'm clicking the wrong button. I apologize for any trouble I may have caused. Okay, so yeah, Gale in a screenshot apologizes for beating this bill, which hurt the TCP's reputation, obviously, and I've seen Lemon's new speech. They won't take me to court because of his old ass election fraud claim. And okay, so first of all, bringing this to court, and what happens? I side with the APC, check and jockey, and decide a new left. You lose all of your current alliances and all of your good relations. Bad move. Bad move on your part. And I know your party needs these alliances because you're like 5 people. 5-man army. Okay, so you take me to court. Most of our server does not like your party anyways, so we're decided to reform, obviously. So you just lose every election from now on, so I don't get it. So I don't know why you brought this up now, because listen, you are not in a point of leverage. We've had beef with the NL, obviously, but it is mainly joke beef. We've had talks and DMs about potential future working together. So now, I am against actual alliances because I am independent, but I'm trying to get communications with every party. When a party tries to when the party tries to sue me over dumb shit from a while ago, I mean, it's pretty damn obvious. Like, I can just tell them, hey, this is a TCP we're talking about. You want to go in the back room? The NL will be like, nope. SLR will be like, nope. ABC will be like, nope. And it's like, well, okay. We win. So, listen, TCP. I don't want to treat you as the villain. Listen, it's very obvious. You are cool people. Really cool people. But, like, this whole thing is fucking outdated. This thing was solved a long time ago after the 5th election. So, you are bringing this up now? In the last legislative meeting, I brought up 4 bills suggested to me from the people of the server. And guess what? I was opposed to one of these bills. But upon communications, I actually backed one of these bills, and they all got passed. You know, as president from a first to second term, all the bills that passed were fucking passed. It's obvious. I'm good at what I do, and I listen to the people. But the funniest thing is, the TCP claims I'm not to the people. They say I'm against ranked choice voting. Because a while ago, I said I would stop backdoor deals. Listen, I am for open discussion. This is why. I say things, but I don't pass them immediately. I discuss first. And guess what? That's what I did. I don't remember which meeting, but when I first tried to implement the Treasury bill, I backed off from it. Why? To pass no-party autocracy. A bill forwarded by Gale when she was in reform, which protected democracy. So I willingly sacrificed one of my own bills to pass a bill which protects democracy, which is really good for the server. When I passed the bill next meeting, and Gale said she opposed it, and she voted for it. So like, I mean, come on, they like my bills. So my bills are popular. So when I say I'm against ranked choice voting, you have to think of it like this. I wanted to pass vote abstentionism, which adds a third option to the poll voting, which is to abstain to vote, which does not change the percentage to pass the vote. It just like removes you from a vote. So like, let's say 30 people are needed. 30 people are in the voting, and you need 50% of 30 to pass the vote. If one person abstains, it'd be 50% of 29. That's the bill. It's very simple. Gale was not liking this bill, and guess what I did? I did not forward it. Want to know why? I was willing to communicate on it. Now, I do not have much communications, so I'll probably pass this bill anyways, because I think it's fucking a good bill, and Gale just does not. Gale is opposed to super shit for anyways, Gale is Gale. But, Gale wanted to, fact check my speech, because, the person in the party, the most patriotic member of the server, Gale, for the TCP, wants to control all the fact checks, because TCP #1. Yeah, okay. We are a party of admin skepticism. What? We are? But they had admin on their team at one point. Okay, so we've been treated like shit. And we are willing to discuss our terms with other parties, especially with TCP, but they treat us like shit sometimes. And it's like, okay, fuck you. We will do our own thing. We are willing to work with you. We agree on you with a lot of stuff. But then you bring up old ass fucking shit. It's like, what's the point? What's the point? So yeah. So this whole ranked choice voting scenario is completely bullshit, because they say we are against ranked choice voting because we wanted to stop backdoor deals. This was not an official bill. We are not backtracking. We've always done shit like this. We say we're going to do a bill, we get public feedback, and if a bill is popular, we pass it. If a bill is not, we do not, because we are respectful of the people. This bill, as what we've seen, it was not popular with the people. So we are backtracking from passing a backdoor deal ban because, well, we saw backlash from the people. But the only backlash we saw was from the TCP anyways. So if people say they like this bill, we'll be willing to pass it in the future. But in terms of ranked choice voting, it's good to have an open line of communication. But we have passed bills to stop aggressive recruitment strategies used by other parties. And we did, and now there's no aggressive recruitment strategies anymore, so we stopped that problem. What the TCP is saying is they are attacking us on old ass shit, which doesn't even matter anymore, while distancing reform away from them, which will bring us closer to the APC, which they already sent in DMs that they don't like the APC reform monopoly on government because we've won 2 times in a row for both parties, but at the same time, they say shit like this, which bring us closer to not only the APC, but their enemies, the NL and the SSI. So I'm like, masterful gambit. Now, listen, this is a message to the TCP. Drop your court case. You said if I don't respond, or you said if I don't give a ferocious response, you'll take me to court. Take me to court if you really don't like me. Because at the end of the day, if you take me to court, you will bring me closer to your enemies. Is that what you want? Because previously, we are a good middle ground. We work with the APC, we work with the TCP, we work with Chicken Jockey, we work with the NL, We work with the SSI, and they have yet to work with a clown cave, but we really want to establish diplomatic relations. If you just betray us like this, and just like make sure we get sued for this shit, I'm like, okay, good luck, because like, if you distance us from yourselves, why would we work with you? It's simple. Our party has similar principles. We are for democracy. If you try to take shit out of context and say we're against democracy, we'll be like, okay, fuck you. We will keep our pro-democracy stances, but choose to side with other parties instead, like the APC or the SSI, maybe even the NL. So why are you pushing us away from your relationship? Because, listen, as I said, I want to maintain equal relations with all parties. But it's hard to do that when you push us away. This happened with the SSI before we managed to get good relations. The SSI pushed us away from the relations, especially in the, I think, fourth election cycle, where we were really aggressive on the campaigning, and the party did not like that, so they responded really harshly. And the members also did not like us, so obviously we were pushed away from the SSI and sided more with the APC, and they backed us. So why are you doing the same thing? I know you don't really have the best relations with the SSI, so why are you doing the exact same thing? Listen, if you want to oppose us, wait for question period. I'll be willing to answer questions in question period, which has yet to be hosted because Gale just refuses to host it for some reason. Also a member of like, you know, the TCP, by the way, you know, non-biased admin, by the way. But yeah, like, just chill the fuck out. We're bringing old ass claims which are no longer relevant, and if you sue us or send us to court, you're bringing us closer to your enemies. Make the right decision. Make the choice for the people. We won by 68.75% of the vote. You are at a disadvantage. You don't have the leverage. And if you try this shit, we have backups. You don't. Who will you ally with after you push away reform? The APC? Maybe. But at the same time, they also refused your alliance in the fifth election. I mean. They refused to vote for you. So you lost that space. And who will you team up with? SSI? You fucking distance the SSI so much, and Gale hates the SSI. Not like they don't hate the people, obviously, but they don't like the party. You don't like the New Left. I can't say shit about the Clown Cave, but you have distanced yourself from every party. So your only chance of having a good ally or a good relations with reform, you are trying to push him away now. This speech is not to cut ties. It's to make you reconsider them. And if you don't, we have backups. You don't. I'm Pentagonal. And we are reform. We have peace through strength. And if peace is not met, we have backups. And you don't. Gale wants to fact check me, but let's be honest. Never trust a party fiend, a party patriot, a fact checking. 9 times out of 10 doesn't work well, except if it's of a party in question. I'll be posting this in the news. Please watch us, and if Gale removes it from the news, our ties with the TCP are done. Because quite frankly, we need more open discussion. We need independent media. Say what you want to say about the fact checks. I think they're fine. But why fact check? Why trust Gale? Fact checked in every little thing, when she has been proven to be a party patriot. If we want fact checks, we need someone independent, truly independent. And while I believe Gale is still semi-independent, she has shown many biases in the server. So as leader of reform, we are willing to work with the TCP, but you also adopt admin skepticism. And if the TCP doesn't want to work with us, well, we have backups and they don't. I'm President Pentagonal. That's my speech. Goodbye. And see you in court if you take me there. I guess, let's just say you will regret it very soon. That was a long speech. Holy fuck.